And we're gonna be using the infrared camera on the supercharger to test these things out. So excited about that. We're gonna go to our first X. I'd say we're right around 140 to 145 is our range at the first X. Second X down there, about 182. And we have an X right there, 168. Back of the blower lid, I'd say we're at 159. And down here should be the hottest, 192, 193, something like that. I'll write those down. We have the footage to back it up. Well, first let this thing cool down with a fan and then we'll rip the blower off. Something that's interesting is the guys at Forced Induction Inner Chillers who sent me out these spacers for the blower, they say that there is an oil leak right here and we can definitely see a little bit of oil there. And so what they say happens is that because this part of the gasket doesn't have any aluminum backing, it can leak and you'll actually get a boost leak into the crankcase. So you'll have less boost. And so with their spacers, as you can see, that seal, has a backing all the way around and it's supposed to fix a minor boost leak. It's pretty sweet. These things replace the actual blower gaskets as well. So this is nice. The blower's about to go on, but before that, and with these spacers comes a thermal blanket. I just had to kind of cut it to shape. It was pretty easy. But there are some vent holes on this supercharger right here and right here. And we don't want to block those off. So with a Sharpie, we'll mark them and we'll drill them. Hole punch would work too, but that's what I got. I gotta say, this is some very strong material. It's super thick. This is great. This has an adhesive backing, so you can peel this off like so. So the idea here is that we're going to separate out the heat from the engine block to the supercharger. There are manufacturers that use this a lot in exhaust systems and stuff to block heat, from getting to areas like the floor or to sensitive parts of the drivetrain that they don't want to heat up. And it seems to work for them. And this seems to be really good quality. We'll say that. And it sticks on really well too. Like that is ever going anywhere. All right, I like it. The spacers from Forced Induction Inner Chillers are very thick and they're eliminating that stock gasket like I showed you before. They come with little clips here. They do claim that you'll gain horsepower with these, but I will have no way of testing since we're doing other mods at the same time. But the changing of the pulley won't affect our test for the blower temperature. Now this side's weird. It has dowels on the blower. The other side doesn't. Clips. We have gaskets. We have thermal blanket. We have a smaller pulley. Everything's resealed. It's clean. Let's do this. So here's our first X, 140 to 145. And we're gonna do the same test right now. Same exact X. Wow, I'm actually really surprised. That is a massive difference. 100? Seriously? Yeah, that's the exact same spot. X marks the spot. Where you see that little white square, that's where we're actually measuring currently. Wow, that is a big drop. Second X was 182, and that's right there. Whoa, look at that, like 140. Not gonna lie, guys, I didn't think this would do that much, especially, after it heat soaked. And I mean, I just drove like 45 minutes, where before me getting to the shop is only 20 minutes. So there was a little discrepancy, but if anything, it should be hotter now. It's not. It's pretty awesome. Third X, where is that? It's by the sensor. Okay, yeah, we're right there. We're at 123, 122. No way, we're at 168 before. And then the fourth X, where's that? I don't even remember. Here we go, right on the lid corner right there. So we're at like 117, 119, 159 originally. I just had to call my editor Max to see because I thought I did one by the head and he verified it was 193. And there is an X down there. And wow, we're getting 140. Again, Max, see the red one? That's just seeking for max. That's literally the engine. So we're looking at the 145, 147, whatever. And it was at 192 before. So these spacers actually work. This is like as apples to apples as I could do. And that is a massive difference. It's not just like 5 degrees and we're kind of, I don't know. That's huge. So awesome. And you get new gaskets with it. I really like it. So yeah, I will definitely put a link to those down below.